Welcome back to the 14-day Yin Reset. This is day number 12, which means we have 3 sessions left, including today. And we're going to melt into some Yin Yoga for the heart today. We'll do some Pranayama for the heart, yoga postures to stimulate the energies of the heart, and also some mantra meditation at the end. So just about 1 minute of breathing practice, Pranayama right now. Make yourself comfortable, maybe with a cushion under your seat, or any sitting that feels right for your body. With your spine tall, allow your eyes to close, allow your spine to be open as you take a breath in to the spaces between the discs. Exhaling, feeling the bones of the spine kind of resonating with the flow of the breath, with the vibration of the air. And as we concentrate our awareness in the spine, we can find the place in the spine right behind the heart, which is the root of the heart chakra. And the flower or the blossom of the heart chakra is the area around the heart and the chamber inside of the ribs. And as you breathe your next breath in, breathe into this heart chakra, this chamber of the ribs. And as you exhale, exhale from this area. Taking 2 more breaths, just really expansive breaths into the heart area. And now taking 1 finger to your upper abdomen, right below your ribs in front. And see if you can feel this tensing inward, pull this part of your body in and up, as if you're kind of trying to bring your belly in and up toward your ribs, toward the inside of your rib cage. And this is called Uddiyana Bandha, when we engage the upper abdomen. And we're going to use this now in a way that we kind of concentrate the energy around the heart. So as you take your next breath in, once again, fill the heart space. And once you get to the top of your inhale, hold the breath here while you pull in this Uddiyana Bandha, engaging, lifting through the upper belly. And once you're done holding the breath, just let it go easily. So no need to strain, but just, 1 or 2 or 3 seconds holding the breath. We'll do this a couple more times. So with your inhale, filling the heart. Once you're at the top of the breath, this kind of a lock, Uddiyana Bandha, pulling it in, it's just like squeezing the energy into the heart area. Once you're done holding the breath, let it all go. The breath can release, the bandha can release. The word bandha means lock, so it's like locking or sealing the energy for a moment. 1 more time, inhaling into the heart, let the ribs expand. Once you're full with breath, draw the upper abdomen in and up. And releasing everything. And now is the time to feel the effect, feel the rebound or the after effect of this pranayama practice. Very simple, heart-centered breathing. Notice if there's any energy around your heart flowing in different ways, any sense of warmth around your heart, or energy radiating or flowing. And And when you're ready, you can just let your eyes open up and we'll move into our first yin posture for today, which is opening the heart as we lie back over a prop in fish pose. A cushion can be under your back, or a rolled blanket, or a rolled yoga mat, or a rolled towel. Or, like we did in the last class in the series, we used our blocks for our supported fish, one under the back of the heart and one under the head. So take the time you need to adjust your props, to gather the right props around you if you didn't already have them nearby. And this will be 2 minutes to rest here and allow the energy of that pranayama practice to continue to circulate through the body. Sometimes it feels to me like there's a lot of bees happily humming around inside of my cells. Or if the bee image doesn't work for you, then just imagine each one of your cells is like a little head smiling, a little like emoji, like trillions of happy smiles circulating through the tissues of your body, humming, buzzing. And now for the last couple of breaths, reach your arms up over your head. Just let the arms hang or interlace your fingers if that feels good. And slowly now make your way out of this, pushing yourself up or rolling to one side and coming into child's pose. And in child's pose, as we take a rest, we can have this opportunity to sense the back of the heart more now. We've just been feeling the front of the heart in a couple of different ways, and now we can take a deep breath right into the back of the heart, the back of the ribs, and exhale and soften the back of the heart toward the front of the heart. And coming forward onto your belly for open wing pose, starting with the left arm out to the side. As we take this is just what it looks like when I come into this, but I'm going to do it on the other side so you can see what I'm doing in front. The arm is out to the side. The palm might be down or the palm might be up or somewhere in between. You can decide the best rotation for your arm. The target area is the left side of the chest and the front of the shoulder. Now here you might want to support under your head somehow with a cushion or a block. And then this arm could be on the floor supporting you here, or it could come up and maybe wrap behind the back. Or you might rotate your hips more. You might turn your right knee up to the sky. And this is open wing Opening the heart through the upper chest now. Breathing into this. You could think about letting your head come back a little bit so that your throat is more open. And whenever we do back bends in Yin, we can kind of check in with our fear response if there's any anxiety or fear coming up around being in the position. And it's always okay to back up if you don't feel safe, to take a milder version of the pose. Or maybe sometimes it's just a matter of reminding yourself that you're okay, that you're safe, and that it's okay to soften. And that's our time in the pose on this side. Let's change to the second side. Reaching the right arm out to the right side, rotating the hips, rotating the left shoulder back, maybe the hand behind the back, and then maybe the knee turns up, maybe both knees turn up. Arranging yourself with any final adjustments to help feel the stretch in the front of the right shoulder. And as you can see, the arm doesn't need to come 90 degrees out from the body. A different angle might feel better for you. And that's certainly true for me on this side. Seeing if there's anywhere you can soften and breathe into where you feel this pose, where you feel the sensation. And now slowly releasing to come back around and press your hips up and back to child's pose. Resting in child's pose. Breathing. Slowly now releasing to come all the way forward onto your belly for a back bend of your choice. And it could also be something different like saddle. If you've been following this series, you know that you have a lot of options with back bends. And if saddle is comfortable for you, this could be the time to put it in. We're going to do Sphinx or seal otherwise, which is, I'm going to use the cushion today. This is totally optional, but just getting that extra little bit of support under the ribs. Elbows and forearms can be on the ground for Sphinx or coming up for Seal. Something that's nice about having the support under the upper abdomen, whether it's a bolster or a pillow or a folded blanket, is that this can be a little reminder on your inhales to do that extra little lock, that lift of the upper abdomen, and feel the inhale in the heart before you release it to exhale. I don't do a lot of pranayama within yin poses because it just feels like a little too much, but I know some really good yin teachers who manage to bring it in ways that work for people. But just a little bit of it today as we inhale, holding it in the heart, pulling the belly up before releasing for an easy, relaxed exhale. And slowly releasing down and pressing back to child's pose or any resting pose after your back bend. And slowly, slowly coming up to a seated position for a forward bend, which is yogi's choice of butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees wide, or legs straight for caterpillar. 2 minutes in your choice of a symmetrical forward bend. Bending the spine in the opposite way. And we've been stimulating the front of the heart. We've been kind of opening the heart, and now we can kind of feel this folding inward to hold the heart. Continuing to breathe into this area now, even if it feels a little harder to do so because things are constricted. Just letting the breath be in a smaller area, continuing to feel the heart flow, the breath. Allowing the body to soften when you exhale. And slowly now, coming up, slowly finding your way back for a 1-minute rest. Breathing into the heart, front of the heart, sides of the heart, and the back of the heart. Bend your knees, hug them into your chest, and gently rock side to side. I'm going to come all the way over onto one side now to come up, 2 hands and knees for dragon pose, with the option to move it into dragon's tail pose. So let's start with the right leg forward, and we're going to either do a dragon twist with the right hand on the knee or the right hand behind you. By the way, making sure to pad under your back knee if you feel that the knee is on a hard surface that's not comfortable. And the next choice is to bend the back foot up and take this dragon tail pose. Now in either version, since we're working into this heart space, I chose this pose not because I want to do a hip practice so much as because of how it's this wonderful asymmetrical opening of the heart. And you can see here how I'm emphasizing this by drawing the right shoulders back, drawing the head back. Finding the back bend here by also letting the hips soften toward the front of the body. You can maybe wing your right knee out to the right side. And slowly releasing now, taking it back into downward facing dog, walking the legs in downward dog before moving to the second side. When you're ready, drop your knees, step your left leg forward, and take it into your choice of dragon twist, left hand on the knee, or left hand behind the back, or left hand holding the right foot. Finding the back bend wherever you are by opening the left knee away from you, making space between the left thigh and the left ribs, drawing the shoulders back in space and drawing the head back in space. Maybe rotating the left side of the chest up a little bit more to find that nice heart opening that we're looking for today. Can you breathe into your heart now? And slowly releasing, coming back into downward facing dog, walking the legs, bending one knee at a time, and dropping it down, coming all the way onto the back now. Resting on the back for 1 minute before our final heart opening pose. Bend your knees and draw them in. Preparing for a spinal twist. I'm going to turn myself around because I know that I'm going to want my props for what's coming, which is cattail pose. So we'll bend the knees and drop them over to the right. And then straighten the bottom leg down so that it's just your left knee coming over to the side. Your left arm reaching out to the left side. And take a few breaths here. We're going to expand on this position in a few breaths. And when you're ready to take it a step further, what's going to happen is that we start to rotate the hips toward the earth more. So it's almost like you're trying to get your belly on the ground. And your left shoulder might be way off the ground like mine, no problem there. So you're more like lying on your side now rather than twisting with the belly turned a bit toward the earth, and just bend the back leg up and hold the foot if possible for cattail pose. We open it back, and now we can tuck this right hip back over to the right. And optionally, put something under the head, which makes the pose a lot more comfortable in some cases. If you don't reach this foot easily, then stick with the straight leg and take the twist like this. And now can you find the back bend and the heart opening opportunity here? It's very similar to the pose we just did, to the dragon's tail pose. So can you feel that happening when you take your right knee, that's your foot you're holding, take that knee back in space. And breathe into your heart, into your chest, into your rib cage. And we'll slowly release and slowly, slowly think about making this happen on the other side. Some approximation of this anyway. Right knee bends up and over. The left leg is straight. Right arm out to the right side. And just taking about 3 breaths here, just like this. And now we can start to turn the belly toward the ground and roll on the side more and bend the back leg up. Hold the foot if that's accessible, and then roll it open again with or without support under the head. And with this left foot that's now in the hand, can we think about taking that knee and thigh farther back to create more back bend? And can we feel how that helps the heart to open, and maybe the head comes back a bit, opening the throat, softening the collarbones, the sternum, breathing into this whole area. And slowly unwinding from your cattail pose, making your way to Shavasana, or after the back bending we've been doing, a legs up the wall pose might be a great idea right now. If you have a wall or a furniture nearby to elevate your legs on. Spread your legs and arms out to a comfortable angle. Add any extra clothes or a blanket on top of your body. Make yourself cozy and comfy for this final rest. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, breathing in, this time to fill and expand the heart space, front, sides, and back. From the heart space, exhale. And now letting go of all doing and just feeling. Just feeling what's happening now. And slowly start to move your legs, stretch your arms, and take a couple windshield wipers right and left. And roll to one side to make your way up to a comfortable seat. A cushion could come under your seat if you like, for some humming mantra practice, which is pretty much my favorite mantra practice. Begin by breathing into the heart like we began, exhaling from the heart. And you may be familiar with the practice of Om, of chanting with the mouth open, Om, and then closing the mouth for the second part. Well, here for this heart mantra, we're going to skip the first part and just go straight to the Let's exhale together. Inhale. Humming as you exhale, letting it resonate in the heart. Inhale. One last time, letting this hum vibrate the whole heart chamber. Now sitting and feeling the effects, feeling the energy around your heart, feeling the energy in your whole body. And we'll close the video here. You can take as much time as you need to continue sitting and quietly transitioning in your own way. Thanks again for practicing with me. I will see you tomorrow.